Hello my friends and welcome to a new Let's Play, and this is for October. Now most of you know that I don't do horror games, but instead I like to do mystery. And this one is no exception because it's brought to us by Konami and is for the Sega CD. And this is what we're going to be playing. Now mind you, I'm doing this twice, so when I actually do it, when I'm actually done with this, it'll be done twice. One strictly for YouTube and one for the stream. So I figure I might as well just get started on this because by the time I put this up, it will be October or sometime in October. So yes, for those who don't know, this is Snatcher, an enigmatic game brought to us by Konami of 1994 for the Sega CD. Now, Snatcher is a point-and-click adventure game, and as its title, it's a cyberpunk thriller. So we're going to actually start up a new game, like so, because we just need to. So the thing here is you can only do joypad only. I want to make it easier for myself, so let's see, can we... Let's see, yeah, let's do that. I prefer having these buttons set to next to each other instead of apart. Because if I am going to draw my gun, I'd rather have my shoot button next to after I've drawn it. And of course, save states will be used during the course of this Let's Play. Strangely and oddly enough, this will be, of course, a Let's Play. Or in this case, it will not be done as a Let's Play, but more like a versus. Like I said, I'm doing it. This is for YouTube, and then the other version will be for the stream. So I don't have to adjust my gun because I am not using the Menacer. Kind of wish it was, but you know. Oh well. That'll work. This story is dedicated to all those cyberpunks who fight against injustice and corruption every day of their lives.
June 6, 1996. A mysterious explosion destroys the Chernobyl research facility near Moscow. Lucifer Alpha, a powerful biological weapon under secret development there, is released into the atmosphere, creating a deadly biohazard. Carried by the trade winds, Lucifer Alpha spreads throughout Eastern Europe and Eurasia, destroying 80% of the populace. Half of the world's people die. The greatest biohazard in history later becomes known simply as the catastrophe. But at this time, who could have possibly imagined that the ultimate biohazard wouldn't occur for another half-century? 50 years later, mankind faces its greatest crisis, the appearance of a mysterious android life form. Its purpose and origin are unknown. Is it a new form of weapon? Or perhaps an invasion from some other world? They appear during winter, killing humans and infiltrating society by taking the place of their victims. Employing an artificial skin, they can sweat and even bleed. Part organic, part machine, they're almost impossible to distinguish from those they kill. As they steal their victims' bodies in order to take their place, these mysterious invaders become known as Snatchers.
Name drop. I'm pretty sure it's not Dracula X. It always starts in Japan.
Work, everything okay?
Gillian, what is it? What's wrong?
Jamie, I've become a junker.
A junker? Gillian, but why?
Jamie, you know why. It's the only way we can regain our lost memories. Snatcher is the only word that keeps coming back every time we try to remember our past. I have to face them to find out why.
Yes, but I can sense that there is something terrible hidden in our past. And if we remember it, it will destroy us.
Jamie! I'm going now. Jamie!
What? I can't hear you.
Gillian Seed, estimated age 31. 3 years ago, he and his wife Jamie Seed are taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force. Both Gillian and Jamie suffer from severe amnesia, their memories of events prior to being picked up in Siberia lost in a mysterious mental fog. 2 years ago, after a of special military training, Gillian is ordered to report to Neo Kobe City as a junker, effective today.
That beat, yo. For those who don't know, that title is called One Night in Neo Kobe. Konami Omni Building. Junker HQ. Act 1. Snatch. Welcome to Junker Headquarters. May I help you? Ah, yes. There's plenty of eye candy that, like I always say, this was probably the best of Konami's early works. Because, as you can tell, it was done by Hideo Kojima. Same guy behind Metal Gear. So, really, this is a treat for me because I hadn't done this game. I've never owned this game back in the day. Even though it existed, I've never played this game before. I've seen it played on YouTube in various ways, like in small bites. But as far as everything else is concerned, it's up there with the ranks of Cobra the Space Adventure and Policenauts. Cobra the Space Adventure, based off the anime of the same title, was done by Hudson Soft, and Policenauts, done by Konami, and they were done the same way, which is basically as a point-and-click visual novel of sorts. But this is like the first of many hybrids that were to come. And also, there was an MSX version called SD Snatcher. So, let me get my buttons ready. Okay, my button is ready. So, the first thing we do is we enter. Only authorized personnel are allowed beyond this point. Okay, let me talk to you.
I'm Gillian Seed. I've been assigned to Junker headquarters effective today.
Oh, you're Mr. C. Please forgive me. My name is Mika Slayton. I'm the administrative assistant and operator here at Junker headquarters. Very pleased to meet you.
Charmed. Very charming. And this is one of the fine pieces of eye candy you'll find in Snatcher. The other, for those who have seen this game before, you already know. But for those who are new, I'm not going to spoil it for you. So, let's just be nice, you know, let's just look at you. Because she is quite a looker. You're really very pretty. Thank you. I need to know about my new job here. About, wait. Well, talking about this place. I'm new here, so what I need to know about my job. Could you tell me a little about junker operations? The Junkers are a special task force put together to combat the Bioroid Snatcher menace. It's overseen by a government intelligence agency. Well, what about this place? It's my first time in town. Oh, you'll get used to it right away. Everybody's pretty welcome. There are many different ethnic groups and types of people here. It's Japan, but it's not Japan, if you know what I mean. Trust me, I know what you mean. As someone who used to live in Japan, yes, I do know what you mean. Well, let's talk about you. Tell me a little bit about yourself. About me? Isn't that a bit forward, Mr. Seed? Let me tell you about myself first. Maybe then you'll tell me. I can tell you're very smooth with the ladies. Yeah. I'm trying to get that nice shade of red off my face. Looking at her, like, okay, she's a redhead. Excuse me. Whew. Okay, let's, yeah, I know, of course, you're aware that I'm still here because I'm looking at you. But let's get to work. Yeah, let's get to work.
Mr. Seed?
Gillian's fine, and you can call me Gillian, Mika.
Okay, Gillian. I'll open the main door and show you around headquarters.
Thank you. Where shall I show you first? Well, let's go to the office.
Chief Cunningham, Gillian Seed is here. I brought him in as you requested.
Thanks for coming, Seed. I'm Benson Cunningham, the Chief of Junker Operations.
Gillian Seed, I've been transferred here from the 17th Special Forces Division.
I've heard all about your special training in the military, Seed. I hope you'll put it to good use on your new assignment here. By the way, I understand you're suffering from amnesia. Any sign yet that your memory's coming back?
I'm afraid not. I still can't remember a thing from before the Army picked me up 3 years ago.
You're married, aren't you?
Yes, but we're separated now. She has amnesia as well, and without any memories between the two of us, I'm afraid there was very little to base a good relationship on.
I can see your point there.
I see you're looking at Mika. Come in, son. Come in. Well, could you tell me about my job here. Junker HQ was set up a year ago by the police as a special task force to combat the Snatcher problem. Junker operations were officially started in August of this year. We answer directly to the government's intelligence agencies. A junker operates with certain rules and privileges different from regular police officers. Those are: the purpose of the junker force is to eliminate bioroid snatchers. A junker, even in the course of carrying out 1, must not harm innocent civilians. 3. A subject may not be physically investigated or restrained unless irrefutable evidence exists that indicates the subject is indeed a snatcher. 4. A junker is required to assist and support civilian bounty hunters. So, in short, we are a Shadow Run facility. 5. In order to carry out the first order, a junker is allowed the use of a blaster and a navigator and a turbocycle. Those are the 5 rules. Navigators. It's a robot designed to assist junkers by performing all types of analysis. It's got a pretty good sensor set too. A junker's job is to figure out who the snatchers are and to eliminate them. I want you to put your special training in the military to good use and investigate those points about snatchers that we don't yet understand. We've got to put a stop to them. Yes. 3 years ago, the Snatchers suddenly appeared here in Neokobe. We have no idea where they come from or what they want. We do know that they kill, copy the appearance of their victims, and take their place in society, and that their numbers are increasing. So mind you, the story is a bit of a cross between Invasion of the Body Snatchers and Blade Runner. I've seen both. I made sense of both. It's pretty much not everything is what you see is real. It's about the same with real life. In some cases. A junker's job is highly specialized and extremely dangerous. That's why there's so few of us. I'm the chief. Harry's the engineer. Then there's Mika. Gibson and you are our runners. It's just the 5 of us. We are a Sentai.
That should be enough to make your duties as a junker quite clear. This is your junker ID card. It will identify you as a junker. Carrying it allows you to exercise your special authority.
I see. Sort of like a police officer's badge, huh?
And, here's some money. It's not much, but you'll need it to carry out your investigation.
Cash?
Credit cards aren't accepted in some regions of the city. You'll need this sooner or later.
Sounds like it's a rough place out there.
Go see Harry, the engineer. He's got your equipment ready for you.
Cool. So we have our ID, we have our cash. Now we go and go see our man in engineering. This is engineering. All the junkers, that is the runner's equipment, is made here. Doesn't look like Harry's around at the moment. Well, he's not here, so we might as well go elsewhere. So at this point we can go to any place on the quote-unquote map, including the shooting range. So we can go in any order, so I think we're going to go to the shooting range next, just so I can get a feel for holstering and unholstering my gun and getting to know my targets. This is the shooting range. Junkers come here to improve their marksmanship. Well, I want to practice, so. Gillian, you haven't gotten your blaster yet, have you? Let's hurry and go visit Harry. Come on, let's go see Harry. I think I should get some practice in first. Yes, but come on, let me take a crack at it. Alright. If you must practice, I'll let you use my ray gun, but it doesn't have the power of a blaster. Oh, is that okay? Yeah, thanks, Mika. Okay, let's start shooting practice. Press the B button. You can draw your blaster and C to fire. You can put your blaster away by pressing B again. Are you ready? Remember, shoot only snatchers. Careful you don't hit any civilians. The red gauge on your left shows the number of targets to appear. The yellow on the right shows the number of hits. I'll start it on the introductory level. Good luck. Not bad. You got good eyes. You didn't hit any civilians. You're picking your targets well, but you need to improve your reaction time and cut down on the number of wasted shots. That's all I need to do. Of course, the thing with this is, the snapback. I really do not like the snapback when I draw, whenever I'm just targeting. It should be like you're holding it down and just boom, 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 you know. I mean, it just makes sense, you know. So we went to Chief's office, engineering. The guy in question is not there, so let's go to the detective room. This is the detective's room. It's the office for our runners. That's what we call junker investigators like you. You'll be using that desk in the back. What about this desk near the door here? That's Gene's desk. Gene Jack Gibson. He's our ace runner. Even so, Gene's got an 18-year-old daughter. In the other version, the Japanese version, she's seen younger than that. But here, over in U.S. shores, she's seen as an 18-year-old. Daughter, eh? Her name's Katrina. We'll meet her soon. Computer. This is Junker Headquarters computer room. It's linked to databases throughout the country, so you can find almost any information you might need. Well, about navigators. Every Junker investigator gets an analysis robot. Quite a combination, eh? We call the robots navigators. We'll be getting one. Now all we need to do is find Harry. Oh, back to engineering. Harry's got to be back by now. I don't know. He's quite the freewheeling type.
Oh, good. Harry's back.
Great to meet you. You're Gillian Seed, right? Haven't we met somewhere before?
No, I don't believe so.
Really? I guess I must be imagining things.
Well, we take a good look at him. Huh. Somehow I get the same impression. Have I met this guy somewhere? What's wrong? Do I have something hanging from my nose? Who is that? There's a poster and a photograph on the wall. About the navigator.
I know. All right, allow me to introduce the Navigator, which I designed especially for you. Hey, Metal Gear, get out here. Metal, introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Pleased to meet you, Gillian. I am Metal Gear Mach 2. I am programmed to be your personal assistant.
Metal Gear? That's a pretty weird name.
Oh, he's cute. Thank you.
I think he's turning red. I took his basic design and his name from the Metal Gear Menace of the late 20th century. But quite unlike that Metal Gear, this one was designed for peaceful purposes.
I'm sure. I'm gonna call you MSX. Because that'd be too silly just to walk around and call him Metal Gear. Metal Gear. Metal Gear. Metal MSX. Come on over here. That'd be much easier for me. Even though in the game, we'll be counting on Metal for analysis. But for me, I'm going to call that little squirt MSX. About my gun.
Oh, that's That's right. Don't panic yourself. Yeah, I got it right over here. This is your blaster, the official weapon of a junker.
Thank you.
It's got full user feedback circuitry, adjusting itself to your reaction time. In other words, it's just as good as you are. What do you think? Here, see how she feels.
It's unbelievably light.
You bet it is. This ain't one of those ray guns the Army uses. She's put together with the latest carbon polymers and ceramics, not affected by heat one bit.
Ooh.
And her ergonomic design optimizes both functionality and firepower. Well, what do you think, Gillian?
I'll take it.
Oh, I'll take it, alright. So about them Snatchers. You're an engineer. Tell me about how the Snatchers are built. It's odd, but we've never been able to get a specimen. They're always stolen or have self-destructed. They have any weaknesses? They're built really well, so it's tough to destroy them outright. Try to immobilize them. They've got these slits on their head for some reason. A well-placed shot there will often destroy their control functions. That's why it's important to practice your marksmanship. Yes, I know, Mika, but at least I have eyes to know, okay, reaction is one thing, but to make sure I don't shoot anybody innocent is another. Now, what can you tell me about MSX over there? Navigator's designed from the start as a junker's investigative assistant. On-site detection, analysis, recording, communications, you name it. They're packed with features. And Metal Gear here is the latest model. But what about an attack system? Don't they carry any weapons? Afraid not. They're unarmed. After all, the main idea behind the Navigator is to assist in an investigation's data management. But they do have a save function. Just choose the use Metal Gear command and then save, and you can record the exact status of your investigation that way. In the same way, you can use the use light command to help you when it's too dark to see. I told you they were nice to have around, didn't I? How about communications? Does he have some kind of radio? Yep, there's a video phone installed. Video phone? That's right. Just use Metal Gear, then use video phone to access it. In theory, you can use it anywhere, but you have to watch out for interference. Sometimes the signal just can't get through.
I have a video phone call from Jean-Jacques Gibson coming in. Connecting.
Junker HQ, this is Gibson. I've cornered a probable male snatcher. I'm in the abandoned factory in the M district. Request immediate backup.
Gillian, that means you. You better head out right away. Jean needs your help.
We must hurry. We'll use a turbocycle to travel to the scene. Be careful, Gillian. This is a turbocycle, specially designed for junker use. In addition to three-wheeled ground travel, it is capable of hovering and high-speed flight. The vehicle is also VTOL capable, so takeoffs and landings in narrow areas present no difficulty.
A flying tricycle, huh? I just came in on one of these things.
We have been assigned this vehicle for use in our investigations.
Cool. So you know what? I'm gonna do the following. I need to make a save. I will put in 1 because, like I said, I would like to continue play, but what I will do is I'm dropping save like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stop here. And in the next part, we're going to the abandoned factory. So stay tuned. I'm going to take on this case. And I'm going to see forth through this. One step at a time. So, next time, more Snatcher. Stay tuned. We're just getting started.